3.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is Andre, and
This is Andrea.
we are Love
Love
Crossing
Crossing
Borders.
Borders.
My bad. Hey, I do papoos that's every once in a while. But welcome to Love Crossing Borders. We got a great topic for you guys tonight. The topic tonight is all about when you're about to relocate. I know you guys have some questions in regards to relocating. I know some of you, since the digital nomad visas are going out around the world, and you're thinking like, man, I might want to move to Italy now, or Portugal, or I might want to take advantage of the Brazilian one or the one in Colombia. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you don't make a lot of mistakes. So we're going to be talking about 13, 13 things that if you don't learn them now, you're going to wish you knew before you move to another country. Exactly.
Yeah, hello everybody. I hope everybody is having a really, really great week. Yeah, I saw that this couple games, football
Couple of
games.
football games.
Yeah,
We got a couple of
today.
games on.
Okay, all right. I got you. But hello to everyone. I hope everyone is having a really blessing week.
Yeah. I'm going to pull everything up. Guys, put a 1 in the comment section if we sound good. If we're sounding good, let us know. If the mics sound right. A mic sound nice. Check 1.
Hello, team. Thank you so much for being here. Ransom, nothing can be finer, can be finer than to be a 49.
A 49ers fan.
Okay.
Nothing can be finer than to be a 49er in the morning. I know he got that stuff. See, I don't know about that song. Okay, I got you.
Jay, thank you so much, Jay, for being here.
Shout out, Jay.
Stefano, thank you a lot. Victor is here. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, the sounds good. Okay, good.
They do sound good.
Thank you so much for good afternoon.
Good evenings.
Good evening. Buenas
good
noches.
Afternoon.
Okay, we hear you fine. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you guys.
Know, it's just getting used to it, to the new
equipment. I am still learning, guys. Set everything up. It's usually right now. It's even though we're in one studio, it's taking me longer to set up now than it was before. However, it's just me learning the equipment and the software. So, thank you guys for your patience in regards to that. But we got 19 in the building. Make sure that all 19 of you have clicked that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too. As we're saying, this particular topic is very, very important, especially if you're a person that's thinking about relocating. There are so many digital nomad visas that are out there for 2 years, 3 years. Some are 1 year. I know one guy. I was in a meeting with some guys with like 100 brothers yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the guys that spoke, he just filed for 3 visas. So he has his Colombian visa, his Brazilian visa for 1 year, and he's finishing off his Portuguese visa for 1 year. So you don't necessarily have to be in the countries to apply and be approved for the visa. And so he's got 3 visas that are just all digital nomad visas. So if your person is looking to work online, you don't even have to just apply for one country. You can apply for more than one country to get your visas approved.
Yes, sir. Kins, thank you so much, Kin, and thank you for your donation.
Thank you, brother.
Life in Haiti with Mary, thank you so much.
Hey, Mary. Marie. You said Mary.
I'm sorry. Marie. Okay, my bad.
It's okay, boo.
Yeah. Because okay. I hear Virgin Mary. That's what I said, Mary. My bad. I'm sorry. Delta say hello from what? Jesus.
Cricket letter, Mississippi. Cricket letter, I. That's how I teach us in school. Cricket letter. When you're a kid.
Okay. Okay.
Instead of just saying SS, it's cricket letter.
Landon, thank you so much for being here.
What's up, brethren?
Yeah, thank you a lot. Okay.
All right, tonight's topic. Yes, this is going to be a good one, guys. Yes. We got 13. Yes, 13. Español is 13.
13. Aquí tiene para que me las veces.
Oh, you got jokes. Oh, boy, the day is
I don't say in English because I don't know what translate.
Thank you.
If you know Spanish, you know what I mean.
You see what I deal with? Keep telling folks to see the world. Absolutely correct. Jay Jeter in the building. Kaboom. We see
Mhm,
he was in the room.
mhm.
Shout out to Jay Jeter being here and all you guys being here. But at the end of the day, definitely, if you plan on going to whatever country it is, and there are some things that we put on this list that I've experienced. I know I've talked to other expats; they've experienced it. So this is a difference between being a tourist and an expat. That's what this list is. I'm going to say this again. The list that we're going to go down is for individuals that decide that they want to eventually, whether it be in 5 years, 10 years, 5 months, you want to become an expat. Well, this is the list that we're going to go down. And these are things that you're going to wish you knew before you move to another country.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're gonna start. Things that you wish you knew before. The number one, you wish you knew. My bad. To research. Is that right?
Research.
Research.
Hmm.
The country, not just the city. For the best area. For you, research the culture, customs,
Hmm.
climate,
Climate.
climate,
Hmm.
el clima, and cost of living.
And the cost of living. So repeat that: the
Co-
customs,
yeah,
the culture,
the four C's:
the four C's.
culture, customs, climate, and cost of living.
Yes, these are the things that you definitely. This is. I'm telling you, this is a consultation type tip. When before you move to another country, research the country, not the city. Some of you do so, and I was like that. I swear I was. I thought Medellin was heaven on earth. We talk about 2017, early 2018. You couldn't tell me nothing about Medellin. This before Netflix and all people getting drugged and all this mess. It was Medellin with the okay. Wait a minute. Why are you looking at me? What year were you in Medellin? I never asked you that.
2017.
Thank you.
But it was cool to be to live in another city, but Medellin is so wild that I
It is
can't see me
wild.
living over there anymore. No,
Right. And so
no,
that's
no.
why we say research the country, or in other words, other cities also before you decide to move there. Because now looking back, I could never see myself living in Medellin, visiting, hanging out, having fun. But as far as like being in Medellin, like this is my city, not especially as years have progressed and the type of behavior that we've seen that's taking place over the years.
Even it's so sad to say this, but even I will be worried. For example, if you're going to Medellin with the boys, with the you
With the
guys when you
fellas.
coming here with the fellas with the brothers and go to a party. It is I don't know. That's what I think. I mean, because it has been so many cases and drugs and everything that to me is just worrying about Andre that he's going out or something. That's the part with Medellin. So yeah,
Yeah, it's not the same Medellin. So
no.
realize, guys, nothing wrong with for example, you've got guys like Ace. He started off what 2 or 3 years in Medellin. He
Hmm.
now his favorite city as
Hmm.
far as conversations is Barranquilla.
Barranquilla.
Because he spent all that time in COVID there, and he really got to know the people in the community. He enjoys that area. So I know guys that start off in one country and they're in a totally different country in the same continent. So make sure you do your research on the country that you're going, because it might be a city that caters to you even more than the city that you initially thought that would be the one for you.
Exactly. So that's what I say, you guys, and I always recommend if you planning or you already come to Colombia, just explore other cities. Just go to rent Airbnb for 1 2 weeks and see what other cities you feel because perfect. This is a perfect example. I told Ray that I watched a video about Manizales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the comment section about Manizales, and it was a French woman
Mm-hmm.
that she lived in Medellin for a couple years. She didn't like it. Then she come to Cali. She didn't like Cali. Then she went to Manizales for hanging around with her friends, and she
Mm-hmm.
said, "When I went to Manizales, I was like, this is my city." And she has been living in that time, that moment. She almost described that she has been living in Colombia for almost 10 years. So she just No, she didn't come back. She stayed in Manizales, rent an apartment, and take all her stuff. She hired the whole team to send her stuff from Cali to Cali, from Cali to Manizales. So she really likes Manizales because it's more laid back city.
College
It is
town,
and is oh, that's one of the things. Manizales is hills and hills and hills. La Armenia is
like
all
Atlanta, San
hills.
Francisco.
Yeah, that's the part. But she said that that's her city after living here for 10 years. So yeah, that's the cool part. I mean, you can explore different cities, different climates or
Hmm.
climas, you know,
Cultures.
cultures.
For example, you guys don't like the food in Medellin, but you guys come to Cali
And you love the
and
food in
you love the
Cali.
food.
I love the Cali food. It really is. Ugh.
I was driving today and I was looking at the Cali. You know, you stop at the stoplight and there's the big letters of Cali
Mm-hmm.
right there, and you see the statue of the cat on the
Mm-hmm.
painting of the letters. Then you see people doing salsa dancing,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see the black woman with kind of like carrying the food the
Las
avocados,
palenqueras.
yeah,
Yeah.
on her head
Mm-hmm.
on her head,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking like all three of those are Cali. Good dancing, sightseeing, and really good food.
Yeah.
I say
That's true.
that is Cali hands down, hands especially the food part.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go to the comment section. Marie say it's okay. I love the accent, Andrea. Okay, thank you. That's so sweet. Um, XL Pro, salute to the chat. Kinsey, Dre will be fine with me, Medellin. Okay, with you. If a Dre telling me those guys go to Parque Lleras, he said, "Babe, I'm going hanging out with the brothers in Parque."
You know better than that. I didn't like Parque Yeris like hanging out all the time, and my hotel was in Parque Yeris back in the day.
Exactly. No, 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 no. The African Wolves, shout out to the chat. Your money's here. What's up, Andre and Andrea? Yeah, that's the part.
Yeah, that is the
That's the
part.
little detail with Medellin. Okay, number two.
Numero dos.
Número dos. You wish you knew. But how can I pronounce this one? Your two
To gather,
to
to put
gather.
together.
Okay, to gather. Okay, new word. To gather your important documents. Nothing worse than having to call home for papers that you knew that you know that you knew you should have brought
Yeah,
with you.
yeah, that you should have brought with you.
Yeah.
Make sure you have everything from if you need copies of your dental work because you want some dental work done down here, bring it. If you're a person that has special medical needs, bring that paperwork with you. If you're a person that you know that you need a copy of your birth certificate with the Apple Steel stamp, I'm going to repeat that. I'm giving you guys a tip. You guys that are moving down here in the next year, 2, 3 years, 5 years, you need a copy of your birth certificate with the apostille stamp. If you go online for your state, I don't care if you don't even live in that state anymore. Take it from me. This is what I had to do. When you order it online, for them to mail you a copy, a new copy of your birth certificate. I know you got one. I'm talking about with the apostille stamp.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to ask you for an extra $15 to $25. Do you want it apostille? You want to check mark that box. And so when you get in the mail, it'll have a gold stamp on it. You want that apostille because I'm telling you, it is a headache if somebody asks you down here or in any country, if you're trying to renew a visa or whatever it may be, for a copy of your birth certificate with an apostille, and you just got a regular copy of your birth certificate. That's not going to work. So now you got to get it sent for by
Mm-hmm.
a family member in the States. Hopefully they got enough time
That's what I'm gonna say. The time.
to do it for you
Mm-hmm.
and send it to you in Italy or send it to you to in Belize or Brazil or Colombia. So before that headache happened, your boy is giving you a tip. Get a copy of it. It's not extra dollars. It's not expensive to get an extra copy of your birth certificate. I know some of you dudes gonna be ornery or you're gonna be forgetful, and you're gonna get down here. You're gonna wish you had a copy of your birth certificate with the apostille stamp on it. And so any other paperwork that you're gonna have your passport, you're gonna have your regular state ID, all those things. But any little things that you know that might be important paperwork for you, whether it be a copy of your last year tax forms that you might want to have when you go back to the States, whatever it may be, just make sure you have the important paperwork that you know that you want to bring down with you, especially medical records. If you're a person that takes a special type of medication, you want to keep that those medications going.
Yeah, that's one of the things, you guys, that I highly recommend. If you're going to relocate, or you start to relocate to Colombia, yeah, bring um I think the most important is your medical record. It's really important because now you got your history. Please translate that, please, because most of the doctors, they don't know English, or some of the doctors, they don't know English, so they need to, because that's one of the first thing that they asked me about Andre, like, what is his medical record? Say, I don't have any of those. I don't have.
Because I didn't have any.
Yeah, exactly. Dental work, nothing. Nothing. We didn't have
Mine was
anything.
basically cleaning, and when I did get checkups in my annual checkup, nothing was wrong. So I never had any type of medical record per se since I got my knee replaced. That was the last time I had any form of medical record that was major that I had to have. So fortunate enough for me, I was always taking care of my body, always taking care of my health. But then, as they discovered through heredity the high blood pressure, so I started taking medication for that. But that's here.
Hmm.
So that's why most of my medical records, in regards to, your girl always dragging me to the doctor every other week. Believe me, uh, dude, if I just go like this, Andre take me to the eye doctor. Okay,
And I need to schedule an eye doctor appointment tomorrow. Yeah,
see
tomorrow,
what I'm saying?
February, we got your control for your high blood pressure. We got tests that we need to take care of,
Cholesterol,
cholesterol.
but I'm not complaining. It's
Yeah, you
little things
shouldn't.
that we as men don't think about, and she's thinking about it. So
Mm,
I'll take care of that. I'll take that.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm with it.
Okay, you guys. The next one. You wish you knew. You wish you knew. Less is
Say that
more.
one more time. Go ahead.
What? Okay. Less is more when it comes to moving to another country. Sell, give, or pack, but you can't bring at all. You can bring in all.
Ooh,
What happened?
that was me. That was you speaking, but let me turn your volume down a little bit.
Okay. Let's
Okay,
see. Okay.
let's see if that goes.
Got it?
Okay, all
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you wish you knew.
What's the
Less
word?
is more when it comes to moving to another country. Sell, give, or pack, but you can't bring it all.
You can't bring it. Take it from your boy. One of the things that I wish I knew before I moved to another country, you cannot bring it all. Yeah, it sounds like a Roger Troutman computer. That's right. Computer love. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it does sound like that. Thank you. You can't bring it all. No, no, everything you want to pack, no. Give some of those suits away, shoes. But these my favorite 52 pair. Narrow it down to 15 pair of shoes, dude. Narrow it down to about 15, between 10 and 15 pair of shoes. I got 45 pair. You will not need to be bringing 45 pair of shoes to most countries in the world. And you want some room to expand your collection anyway.
And another thing, you guys, if for you not paying all those taxes and everything when you bring too much stuff with you, yeah, Andrew did it.
All those boxes. Oh, I'm bringing crates. I'm bringing all type of stuff. 5 suitcases. All this
Literally.
unnecessary stuff, and I had to pay a toll. I had to pay a fee of 100,000 plus. Pay over. What was it?
Five. It
100,000?
was 500,000 pesos.
Was it?
500. It was
that much?
it was one,
Woo!
like 2 millions, but
Wow!
Ladian, the taxes is like the IRS here in Colombia. So
I did not, because they thought
yeah.
I was about to sell stuff.
No, I say no, that's all for him. We're living together. So he said, okay, that's not for economics
Right.
um reasons. So I said, but he needs to pay a tax because it's too much suitcases and everything. I said, okay, it was 500 and that's it. But yeah, you guys, if you want to you don't want to, have too much stuff with you or luggage, because my family they do that all the time. It just send boxes to the house. So that's another option. If you things that you want to, I don't know, if you collect paintings and you want to be your paintings with you, or shoes, special shoes that you want to bring with you. Okay, selling it's send all those boxes to your country, to your new apartment. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the options. Yeah.
And that's not super expensive, guys. Doing it like that, like if you're gonna sit, like Andre said, there are like major things, some really things that you can't put on a regular plane anyway. Get them shipped here to Colombia. That's not a bad thing at all. But if you know that you just hoarding, see, there's a difference between something that's like very nostalgic to you and you just hoarding. Me, my little 40 pair of shoes, I was hoarding. I just most of those shoes were still brand new. I either gave them away, sold them on eBay, donated them, jackets, coats, everything. I just gave that stuff, suits, so many suits. I just gave away. And so at the end of the day, I realized that I didn't need all that stuff. And then I still came with a bunch of stuff. And Andre just saw me get rid of like 90% of it
Yeah, it was this
this
year.
year.
This year when he how does it cleans
Like spring cleaning. Just
everything.
cleaned there. I was just so angry. I was just so stubborn because I brought so much that I didn't need. I wasn't going to get rid of it. And I never touched it. The whole almost 5 years I've been here, almost going on like 5.5 years, I have never touched it. And I finally said, you know what, Andre, throw it all out. So all the stuff that I had never touched, that I paid $500 for, 500,000 pesos for to get into the country, that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even need, I finally got rid of it 5 years later. I was stopped being stubborn. But I'm giving you guys a hint. Don't bring too much, because do realize most of the stuff that you acquire in the States, you can still get that here in Colombia. Except for maybe some of us tall dudes, or dudes that got larger feet. Okay, cool.
That's another thing, you guys. That's another recommendation for you guys, that you guys are told like Drake. Find your jeans in the States,
Yes, get your jeans.
because I think you never buy a pair of jeans here in Colombia.
Never.
Never.
Not once.
It looks like Michael Jackson.
All I need is white socks and some penny loafers.
Exactly. So
And I
it's
buy
really
jeans here.
hard. It's really hard. Shoes is not too impossible to find, but jeans, if you are tall, bring those jeans from the States. Yeah,
Yes.
for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Kings. Those tall brothers.
Yeah. Spaces and places out there is you all mix. Coming in like Roger
Trotman.
Troutman,
Yeah, you told
Computer
me
Love.
earlier. Computer love.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
45 pairs of kids. What happened?
I'm about to find out what's doing that, what's causing that.
The air.
No, no, that's not it. No.
Okay.
Let me see if I turn yours down one more notch.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, it was too much. Okay. The next one. You wish you knew to apply for your visa while you are in your home country.
Yes.
Take
Apply
that
for the
time.
visas. This is very important, guys. I know some of you guys want to come down here. You just want to use your passport initially. But if you really want to locate down here and you've already come down here a few times, or whatever country you're going to for a few times, apply for your visa while you are already in your home country.
Mhm.
It's not a big deal of a benefit, but it's less of a headache, because if anything happens with the application of your visa and they need some extra paperwork, you are in your home country to get that. But let's say you get down here to Colombia and you're happy, you got your passport is good for 90 days, and then you get an extension for another 90 days. So you're here about half a year. But then they need some extra paperwork for you to for your visa. Well, you might need to make sure somebody sends that extra paperwork or go back to the States and get it. So A lot of times I recommend now apply for your retirement visa. Your if you're a veteran, apply for the retirement visas, or you got a pension, or if you're receiving any Social Security, apply for that while you are in the United States. Also, when it comes to your visa, and you don't even have to know if you're going to live here full time. You can still apply for it. So don't feel like if you get approved, you must live in Colombia. No, you don't. Okay, you got approved. Remember, I just told the story of the one guy. He just got approved for Colombia, Brazil, and Portugal. He's got three visas that he applied for while he was in the States. So you can do it like that, but it's less of a headache when you do it. And if you need any help, any consultation, your girl is great with the visas. And so make sure you guys reach out to us if you have any questions. The keyboard?
No.
Okay.
Okay, wait a second. Okay. Your mom said, what about applying for just residency? Well, if you apply for a visa residente, you're gonna have a migrant visa or visa type M. We
Mm-hmm.
got three type of visas: the visitors, M, the one that Andre has for being
Mm-hmm.
married with me. M is they give you the time for 1 3 years. It depends what
You might want to
time.
move that out your face.
What?
There you go. The comment.
Okay.
Bada boom.
Okay. And the visa are resident when the foreigner became Colombia citizen, right? So yeah, you can apply for a resident visa, but you're gonna have the migrant visa for temporary time, and you need to accumulate that migrant visa until you apply for the visa type R or resident in Colombia. I don't know if I may
Mm-hmm.
does I may
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And
Yeah.
so everybody's visa is, even though there are the three categories, everybody's visa is different.
Exactly.
But you have to apply for a visa before you apply for residency. Colombia
Oh
is not a
yeah,
country where you
that's
could
the
just,
order.
I bought a piece of property, I'm a resident, right? No,
No,
it doesn't work like
no,
that. There
they
are
don't give
countries
you.
that are like that,
Yeah,
but not this
no. Colombia is like is similar when it comes to visas like the states. I can't pretend. Yeah, I'm going to I buy a house in the states and I become a citizen. No, it's not like that. You need to accumulate several time and several visas in
one.
the same visa, like the same. For
Mm-hmm.
example, Andre has two visas, two M visas or migrant visa. The third visa he's gonna apply is the permanent, is the visa
Resident.
resident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the permanent that he's gonna have cedula number, everything change because
Voting
he
rights,
exactly. So that's the part. Just because
passports.
you buy here a property or you buy here a bunch of finca doesn't mean that you're gonna have your citizenship. It's not work like that. Okay, to make that clear because so many people say, yeah, I got money, and yeah, you can have money, but the law is the law in Colombia. So that's the step by step.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What the second poll say, Dre, you did a great job on the kosher,
Oh,
the
clinician.
clinician stream last night.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. That was fun.
Randa say, hey, Andrea and Andrea, can I sign up for a consultation? That's the email that I put here down in the comments, A Spence. So you can send an
Yeah.
email over
Send us
there.
an email and you'll get a whole list of what the consultation is all about. That doesn't even include all the questions that you're going to have. We take our time with the consultation and also put the cost of the consultation and schedule a time for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Beatrice say, how recent must be my proof of income?
Like within the last month,
Uh,
proof of income is like your bank statements.
but okay, I don't understand the question. Explain me
How recent does my proof of income need to be? In other words, do I have to have
the
a bank statement
the
from,
last 3 months.
right?
They
Okay, there we
always
go.
ask for the last 3 months. Yeah.
So whether it be pay stubs or bank statements within the last 3 months
Yeah.
or the last 3 months themselves.
Yes, sir. Okay. The next one. You wish you knew my monthly budget is not your monthly budget.
Number three. Number three.
What? Five.
Five. Okay, cool. We're just rolling along. My month. The one thing that you're gonna wish you knew before you move to another country. My monthly budget is not your monthly budget.
Exactly.
We often see either on our channel or another channel, like when it comes to Chopper Pie TV. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Chopper Pie or Tailor Made Dreams or even Ace. People ask, and I understand it in the comment section. Well, how much is the cost of living there? How much on the average is a month? Well, my cost of living, even when I was single, can be completely different than your cost of living. Give you a perfect example. I know a guy in Medellin that spent over $100,000 in 6 months on pay for play. That's his budget, but that doesn't mean that that is my budget or your budget. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
$100,000 cash, USD, on nothing but botte.
Mm-hmm.
How does he do it?
We don't know.
I don't ask. But at the end of the day, that's his budget. Always try to factor in what during consultations, we kind of talk about how the average cost would be for an apartment, whether it be furnished or unfurnished, what side of the city to be on. Those things are on average, but realize my budget as far as how I spend, because you may be the type of guy that you going out to the club. If now you live here, you're like, oh man, I'm hanging out. You may go to a club. I mean, you might be the type of guy to get with a woman that takes from your expenses and don't add to your expenses. You see what I'm saying? In other words, she does nothing for you, but except help you spend your money. So that's a part of your budget now. So do realize everybody's, and I mean everybody's budget is different. If Ace, Tailor Made Dreams, and all of us even lived in the same city, each one of our budgets will be completely different. So make sure that you start to calculate what and be honest what your budget is and always put an extra 20 to 50%, and I know that's a big gap, of money to the side in your budget for emergencies. Let's say it's $1,000 for you to live here in Colombia every month peacefully, no problem. Push that up to like $1,200, $1,300. Push that up to $1,200, $1,300. Even though it's 1,000, always have you a couple $100 a month for emergencies, because you never know what might happen as far as emergencies are concerned.
Mm-hmm. Capricorn way, see, he say the chicas make it expensive. The chicas make it expensive. You make it expensive. Don't blame the chicas. You and your decisions. Yeah, I say it.
Say it again, mama.
You and you decision. It's like a comment that I said that I heard about. Oh yeah, Shakira and Piqué, and one of the girls say it was hurtful. Piqué's side chick. It was hurtful because she knew that she it was his fault too. So don't blame her. Blame him too. So yeah, it's the same thing in this case. Okay, spaces and places say, it ain't that much pay for play. I think
In the
is that right?
world.
In the world, this man need Jesus for the love of God.
I did know he paid one girl $4,000 for one night.
Oh, she was happy.
Oh, she was happy. She was
It was how much? Cuatro, cuatro. It
4,000.
was 16 millions. 60, no, sorry, my bad. 16 millions.
16 million.
That's a really nice money.
Yeah, 16 million. Boy, she got a nice little down payment right
Obvio. You say that's right, Andrea. Tell him you make it expensive. Be a man.
there. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not reaching into the pockets and taking these dudes' money. These dudes are offering the money freely.
Mm-hmm. The next one, number 6. You wish you knew to start learning the language, but don't let the language stop you.
Yes, don't let the language stop you. Yes, you're going to start the process of learning the language, whether you be at home or whether you be here, whatever country you're in. But don't get paranoid to the fact of I don't fully know the language, so oh
Mhm.
my God, I can't live there. You see your boy, and I don't be under Andrea all the time. Like every once in a while, I like for medical reasons, or like today we were in church, right? And the pastor, before he put everything on the screen, I'd be like, okay, I kind of figure out where he's going, but I can figure what book. I know what book he said in Spanish, but I don't know what verse. So Andrea would be there to help me to know what verse it is, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Little things like that. But as far as like walking out the door, I'm going, I'll talk to you later, boom, yeah, that's me. And it's kind of funny when I'm not around her, my Spanish just all of a sudden just kicks in. But when I'm with her, it's like a little bit, well,
Oh,
English.
what do you just say to your doctor's appointments?
See, I can't do the medical appointments with the
Uh,
doctors, especially if you're there.
to
So,
explain, to
to
see your
explain, see,
records, to see.
right. See, I'm not good enough to where I can explain medical records like some people can do, but
Okay. Hey, hey there, you guys. How are you? We are
doing
doing good,
great.
too. The chicas are irresistible. But now that Shakira is back on the market, I will be good.
All right. Her hips don't lie.
I began listening to Spanish YouTube lessons while I'm driving in my car
I was doing
instead
that too.
of listening to music.
I was doing that too. The same thing. I would be driving from Tampa to Orlando, listen to my Spanish lessons.
Mhm. Solo Traveler, $5. Thank you so much for your
Make sure you
donation.
guys subscribe to ORD Solo Travel, married to a Colombiana, and they live in this. They actually live in both locations, but they mainly are in the states enjoying their life. So when you guys sit back and say that as soon as she get to the states, she gonna leave you. She ain't gonna. That's not necessarily true. I know a couple dudes that's in some happy marriages, and the woman is in the states.
Mhm.
I just don't like the states. So that's the part.
Oh my God. How can I pronounce his name?
Let's see. Oh man, that's even
We
a
say
better
in
one.
español Nuridin.
We're gonna work with Spanish.
Hey, I am in the school. Okay. Hey, I am the school bus driver. My
Ah,
senior boys are getting their passport. Thank you for the Facebook.
shout out.
Okay.
You see, I gave you that shout out. You see how I did that last. Soon as you said it last night, man, on International Passport. Make sure you guys subscribe to International Passport. He interviewed us last year. Good dude. And as soon as you said it, man, I paused the show. I took that clip and I made it into a short, but I made sure I put the credit, or as far as the at sign, so people could click on IP's channel and subscribe. But that was, man, brother, you had me, man. You had me. I was so happy and moved when I heard that. I really was moved when I heard. For any of you that haven't watched our last YouTube short that I dropped today, this was the gentleman that's a school bus driver, and he was telling the story about how the girls, not women, girls in school were teasing the boys about uh, Kevin Samuel's death and just celebrating in high schools, and to sit back and see the fathers who are passport bros get their sons. You know the part that got me last night, what you said, when you said that when the boys got on my bus and they saw me watching frustrate Al Green, shout out to Al, watching. I need to let Al hear that too. I think I sent it to Al. Watching Frustrated 3, and the boys got on the bus and was like, "Yo, my dad's passport bros. We passport." But the boys pulled out their passport cards right on the school bus. You got me in the heart. You got me in the heart. I was like, soldiers. We got little soldiers out there, little passport bro juniors. Somebody gonna come off the Facebook page, passport bro juniors. Shout out to you, brother.
You funny. Thank you, Victory, for your donation. Okay. Paul say, does the church do a single mingle bingo?
You know what? I don't know.
What's that?
It means that you got a lot of single people in the churches,
Mm-hmm.
male and female. A lot of times in the states, the churches have events for singles to
Mm,
meet each other and
there's
things
some
like that.
church that they do that.
So
Some, I don't know.
we just started going to this church, really nice sized church. Like it holds about a good 500 to 1,000 people. It's a nice sized church. I'm surprised. Uh, and they got an older pastor and a younger pastor, and uh, so we don't know the dynamics yet of all that they have going on as far as the different services, but and programs that they have. But yeah,
Okay. So Cortez, thank you so much for being here. Neil say, love you too.
there we go.
Thank you so much for coming to the live stream.
My man in the building.
They are destroying the minds of those young girls. Yeah, they started growing with that mindset.
It was so sad when he said that part. The girls were just teasing the boys, and you like,
Then they complain, why am I single? Wait,
because they're modern women juniors too. They're going to end up in the same situation that their mothers in, because these young girls learn about Kevin Samuels through their mamas and
mm-hmm.
learn to celebrate the death of Kevin Samuels through their mothers. And so to see these young men learning to get passports through their dads, and then see you being an example of it as well, that's great, man.
Mm-hmm. My senior high school boys, the little brothers, also have passports. Two has a young, has 9 years old. The
Wow.
fathers are getting them passport younger and younger.
Yeah, I was talking to one of our good friends, and he was saying that he's going to be getting his son a passport. So get a passport.
I
Then
can
this
imagine Andrew when or kid born.
what
I'm gonna apply for her or his
day
passport.
one, day one, whatever country we in, they getting the passport for that country. They getting a U.S. passport and a Colombian passport. Our kids gonna be the bassinet is gonna be full of
Investment.
passports. You better believe that. Our kids gonna have passport junior T-shirts. What? What? I think I'm playing. Keep on laughing. My kids gonna have. I already got a T-shirt line. Get a couple of T-shirt designs that's coming out soon, and I'm telling you, boy, the kids, yeah,
hmm Cortez say those girls were already thinking negative before Kevin. They were like this when I was in school.
wow,
Jerry say, hey, good night to everybody. He asked me, Andrea, do you teach Andrea play Tejo? Tejo is a game. I
I
need to
know,
show you,
I
but
know. I haven't
I
played it yet.
no, he haven't played
I've
it.
watched the tournaments. I watched
Uh,
videos for years, but I have yet to actually play the game, because once I learn it, oh, I'm coming up missing. I'm coming up missing because Andrea know exactly where I am, out there playing with somebody.
mhm. It's gotten so bad for me. I decide I'm going to go back to driving garbage trucks.
Mm,
I saw the girls being mean to the boys that are and not mean to the Pookie and the
right,
Ray
right.
Rays. Yeah. Okay. Number 7. You wish you knew. You wish you knew. Wherever you move, that particular country has the worst administration.
Yes. One of the things you're gonna wish you knew when you move to another country, no matter which one it is, their administration is gonna seem like it's worse than your administration. You see how we always complain about the US administration or the Canadian administration? I'm tired of this every time I go downtown, or anytime you go get a driver's license, you got to spend 3 or 4 hours in the DMV or whatever it may be. All the complaints we talked about politics back home and
Mhm.
Democrats versus Republicans. Got news for you. It's just as bad in another country. Here in Colombia, they got political issues and administration issues and paperwork taking slow and things like that. If you go to Brazil, the same thing. Peru, let's not talk about them right now. If you go over to Portugal, one of the things that people talk about on YouTube the most, that they love Portugal, but everything as far as paperwork and the administration is slow. In Portugal has a season where they shut everything down, and you don't know it. You over in Portugal thinking that I'm about to move over here. You'd have put in your paperwork, and it's been 3 months. Why? Because Portugal's administration shuts down for 3 months. You like what the? And I'm not saying that it does. I'm not just putting those months out there because I don't know the months, but they do have a season in Portugal where they just shut everything down. Nobody's administration is going to be perfect. Nobody's government that you're going to go to is going to be perfect. There's always going to be something about somebody's administration that's going to remind you of some of the bad things that you notice is going on back home. So, though that's one of the things that you're going to wish you knew in advance before moving to another country. Don't be looking at everybody else's administration to be better than yours or that yours is perfect, because we all know the United States administration, shout out to Gail, is not, make sure you guys subscribe to her channel, is
Hmm.
not perfect, and no country's administration is.
Yes, sir. Okay, the next one, number 8. You wish you knew to respect the currency exchange is not monopoly money.
I got news for you guys. Y'all better listen to this one and listen to it closely. The only time Americans, the only time Americans see money with color on it, other than green, is when we play Monopoly. Most of the world's money is in color. We're one of the few, you guys don't realize, we're one of the few countries in the world that has our bills in only one color. Most countries aren't like that. So what happens subconsciously, we play with other countries' colorful money as if it's subconsciously monopoly money, as if it's not real currency, because the rate of exchange is so, it's 5 to 1. I could just blow 10 of these. And no, don't blow your money like that. Treat your money for what it is. It's currency. Treat it for what it is. It's supposed to be a tool for you to actually make more money. But don't get caught up in the fact that, oh man, the dollar is 5 to 1 in Colombia. I can blow out. That's the problem with the ladies. That's their problem with the ladies. If you guys didn't blow so much money on trying to ball out of control for the ladies, I'm telling you, man, you will save so much money. Just take her on a decent date. You ain't got to take her to the best date of all time just because you can afford it on date two.
Hmm.
So make sure you respect the currency of other countries, and your money will go a long way. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll let you hit those comments.
Yeah, que mis amos say, get the black passport. Get your passport.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's basically what he said.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the next one. Number 9. You wish you knew American food is not American food outside of America.
Repeat that one again for these people.
American food is not American food outside of America.
American food is not American food
What do you
outside
think
of
is a
America.
perfect example for today?
I haven't had Burger King in 20
Years.
years. Don't I don't eat meat. But since then Burger King came out, they did a contract with near meat or something, almost meat, whatever that package is, right? And so Burger King has a veggie burger. The place where I usually get the veggie burger, they took it off the menu.
Yeah, they took it off. I couldn't find it.
So
Seriously.
Andre ordered me a veggie burger from Burger King.
But how was it? It was good. It
It
was
was all
bad.
right,
It's all
but
right.
yeah, it was all
Okay.
right.
Okay. I need to
It
find a
wasn't.
spot.
It wasn't American. Maybe you know what? I can't judge because since I haven't had anything in Burger King in
Hmm.
20 years, for those that have had Burger King, it probably was a great burger. But I wouldn't know. So the veggie burger was all right. But let's go with Domino's Pizza.
Wow, Domino's. I really like Domino's pizza. I really one of the best pizzas that I have For example, here in Cali, we need to try the pizza in Italy.
Hmm.
But in Cali is unbelievable because the pizza is nice, is fresh. Most of you guys that come here say, I want some pizza, and we got the Domino's, most the vegetable
Papa
ones,
John's. Hmm.
Papa John's. You guys say this is really fresh. They got the really fresh ingredients, and everything it tastes fresh. It's not tastes like it has been
Frozen.
frozen. It tastes fresh. It tastes really different compared to the Domino's in the States.
And that's what I meant by the difference. Your American food won't taste American because everything is so. For example, here in South America, so the tomatoes on the Domino's pizza is so fresh. The sauce feels tastes like it's homemade. Everything how they do it is completely fresher and healthier. So you're not used to eating, especially Domino's. We used to just, you just a Domino's pizza $5, but we might get it, we might not. Domino's is not considered one of the top pizzas in the world anyway. But here, because they do everything so fresh, it's not Americanized. In other words, it's American food, but it doesn't taste like it comes from America. That's the amazing part.
Oh yeah, they always use um Colombia or national ingredients.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, consultation with Ray. This is the email, of course.
Thank you, Gail.
Jerry say
Southern Belle.
the Karens.
The crying Karens.
Okay. The next one, number 10. You wish you knew never let women be your reason for moving, or they will be your reason for leaving. Nice.
Yes. Do not let women be your reason for coming to a country because if they could do it that easy, they will be your reason for leaving a country. No matter what happens, yes, they're gorgeous women, no matter where you want to go for the most part. Because we don't want to go to a place where it's not attractive women. I got you with that. But at the end of the day, do not let women be your number one reason or a woman. Andrea was not my reason for coming to Colombia. And I would even put that guilt on her. Like, you're the only reason I came here. No, no. Long before I met Andrea. Remember I was talking about Medellin was my Shangri-La, my place of peace, my heaven before heaven. But dream deferred because I realized that Medellin, once I started seeing other parts of the country, I realized that Medellin was a great city, but it's not the only great city here in Colombia.
Hmm.
And so it is with Andrea. I didn't move here for Andrea, therefore I wouldn't leave because of Andrea. I don't put pressure on a woman to be my all in all. And so at the end of the day, guys, don't make the mistake of you're moving to this country because of a woman or because of the women. Let that be a bonus or icing on the cake, but don't let that be the only reason you move to that country. Because I'm telling you, when it doesn't work out, you're gonna walk away mad and you'll leave because it didn't work out with women.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Okay. Fly away.
Shout out to Flyboy Way. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Excellent, excellent information always.
Charles say 10 sounds like a current event. Also 10 should be 1 to me. Okay,
Should be
should
one
be
to
should be
ten.
1 to
One
10,
to me.
which is small. Okay. Um Number 11. You wish you knew your comfort zone was left back home.
You wish you knew. Well, wait a minute.
Your comfort zone,
Your comfort zone.
was left back home.
Or what you knew that yeah. What you wish you knew was your comfort zone as back in your country, back in your state, brother,
Hmm.
sisters. What every country you're gonna go to is gonna initially be uncomfortable. It's gonna be a learning curve. It's gonna be some awkwardness. It's gonna be some times where you feel lost. It's gonna be some times where you question yourselves. Everything that you had comfortable, remember what I always talk about. I always run the statistic all the time. 72% of Americans will live and die within 50-mile radius of whatever hospital or location in which they were born. 72% of Americans. So most Americans live in their comfort zone. So when you move not just to another state, but to another country, all your little comfort zones are gone. You're going to have to create brand new comfort zones. Expect that awkwardness to be there. Embrace it. Understand it. No problem. Big deal. Whether it's the awkwardness of learning the language, but yet you don't know the slang. The awkwardness of, well, I'm used to this type of alkaline water and they don't have it in this country. Well, you're going to find another alkaline water that they have in that particular country. Whether it be the awkwardness of people being flaky, Colombia, you're going to have to get used to the fact that people in Colombia are flaky.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
best friend did it this week.
Did
This
she?
up.
Did she? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's so
told
normal.
y'all, I told y'all they do. Women will flake on their girlfriends just as fast as they flake on you. So don't take it personal, guys.
Yeah, that
Believe me,
happens.
they flake on grandma, grandpa.
Yeah.
Get used to it. That's part of the getting used to it. The traffic, the driving, all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Victory.
Andrea Dunn put her on blast.
Oh man, but yeah, yeah, your comfort zones are back home, and you want to create new comfort zone. You're in a new country, you're building a new life, you new experiences. I'm telling you, your comfort zones, leave them. All my comfort zones were left. That's one of the things that you're gonna have to come to the conclusion with before you leave the United States. You will not have those comfort zones with you, but yet you can create brand new ones.
Yes, sir. Okay, number 12. You wish you knew you will question your decisions to leave, but you will be glad once you're gone.
Yeah, you wish you knew this. You're going to question your decision to leave, especially those of you that have just traveled to other countries, but you ain't never lived in another country. You're going to question that decision to live in another country. It's
Mm-hmm.
one thing to go to DR and visit, it's another thing to live in DR.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're like, oh, I live. There is no going. I wake up tomorrow morning, there is no getting back on the plane. And so you're going to question yourself, but I promise you, this I promise you, you will be glad you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You will be among all the questions that you run through your head. Get that ticket, get your butt on that plane, and start your new life. And you will thank yourself. What you will regret is this. This I do know. If you don't even try, that's one thing I promise you. Some of you guys, if you don't even try to relocate, let's say some of you guys said you're going to relocate in 5 years, and 7 years have gone by. You're going to be living regret for 2 years. I
Mm-hmm.
promise you that.
Yes, sir. Number 13.
Number 13. All right, the last one, grand finale.
Say 13 en
Uh,
español.
I forgot what you said. The word.
13.
Did they say?
Aquí tiene para que me la bese.
You got
I
your.
need to record this live stream with my phone because that's funny. We all in a bingo. We always say if someone said 13,
Uh-huh.
we say that in Espanol.
Oh,
You say that
you
in
know
English,
what?
say 13, and so in Espanol, it's like, okay, they are here to you can kiss them.
Okay,
You're
okay,
That's what I mean.
okay. I got you. You know what be good when we haven't done. We have not gone to a bingo night.
A bingo?
Did I play bingo down here?
Yeah, in some places.
Yeah, we haven't played bingo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Okay.
Okay, 13. You wish you knew the longer that you are away, the harder it gets to move back home.
Yeah, I hope you guys realize. Oh, looking good too. No freezing or anything. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, the grand finale. The one thing that you're gonna realize, and you wish you knew, the longer you're away from the states, the less you'll ever want to go back. You want to go back to visit family and hang out, but I'm telling you, The longer you're away from the United States living, the more you're prone to want to live in another country other than the United States if you do decide to move. Like Andrea and I, we're not deciding to move to the States. The last place I want to be is back where y'all going through record inflation. You got over, we were just reading an article where over 5 million people in 2022 were laid off. That includes this month. I just read an article that who was it? Was it
Um,
I think Microsoft. I think it's Microsoft is laying off 11,000. Amazon just laid off 17,000 over the last 2 months.
yeah,
Gas, food, eggs, eight, nine, $10 for a dozen eggs. No, we ain't trying to go back there.
$10 will be
$10.
like 40,
Say that
40
again.
for
$10.
$10.
You just stop hanging around with me.
For it will be 40,000 maybe for
Man,
eggs.
40,000. Goodness gracious.
Okay, he said Microsoft is 10,000
Yeah,
layoff.
yeah. I thought that's what it was.
You go
Thanks,
laying
EMB.
off.
Yeah, it's like
The rent is so many people. I was talking with
record
Dre.
evictions.
Yeah, I was talking with Dre with immigrants. Not immigrant, my bad. My bad.
Migrants.
No, 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 they're not. They are resident in the states, but they are really sincere. I lately for Latinos, there are so many Latinos making videos. They live in the states. They got all the papers. They are legal in the states, and so many videos came like about the truth. Like, you want to come here, this is the truth. You can build something here, but you're gonna get tired. You don't have time for enjoy. So that's the part that you need to realize, and you don't appreciate what we have in our home countries. And I make my comment and say, for example, Colombia healthcare is better than the US healthcare. I'm not saying that is the rankings that make
The
a
rankings.
yeah, the ranking listado. And it's true. And a lot of people say, yeah, that's true. That's true. Colombia got a really nice healthcare, and it's not too expensive compared to the US. So that's one of the things I know. Compared to Spain is different. Compared to Italy is different. My family say that. So when we come to Colombia, even though that we have our healthcare in Europe, when we come to Colombia, it's really cheap to take care of little things, because over there is too much money that we spend on. So that's one of the things that sometimes we don't appreciate when we are in Colombia.
True. That's true.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
yeah, because Andre got a. I can't change Dre to other insurance, because he already have a story or history
History.
in our insurance. So no, they say no, it's too much. So yeah, we stay
And
with that one.
I'm not trying to change it anyway. I love our insurance.
Okay, inflations and layoffs. What is layoff?
What they just tell everybody, you get a letter when you're at work, or they just call everybody in the room.
Despidos, son
Yeah,
despidos.
all y'all not fired, but you got to go.
Despidos masivos. Yeah, we only get worse this year.
Yeah, yeah. This year's gonna get worse.
A lot of those videos for Latinos, Mexican girl living in Toronto, say that she miss home, and that Canada didn't offer very life enjoyment. That's one
Mm-mm.
of the things. Um, if I gotta pay, my bad. If I got laid off, hoping that will never happen, I will be trucking over the road. Please believe me, or believe it.
Yeah, but not everybody has. I feel you, Charles. That's good that you got a backup. It's sad that a lot of people don't have. Shout out to Mad Max. Don't have a backup. My man.
That's why I'm trying to get a promotion now.
Hey Gary, I'm going to be dropping that video today too. Mad Max is the older guy who I went to interview him and his wife,
Okay.
married for 30, 36, 37 years. So I'll be
Wow.
dropping that video this week. Yeah. Good dude. Good
37. My
stories.
parents will be married this year. 31. And my mom is like, I'm driving. I say, Mom, you have been with my dad for 31. She's like, that
She
hurts
a
my.
beast. She a
How can you
beast.
dealing with her still?
Orlando. Oh, your mama a hero. They
Yeah,
should build a statue to her.
seriously. Even my whole family, my
Oh,
her sis, his
Orlando is.
sister
Ooh,
say,
that's my
"How can
dog.
you deal with my brother so many years? That's too much."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. See, Andra is like beginning fire, is but is true not fault for your own because the
Mm-hmm.
company downsizing.
Downsizing became
Okay,
smart. Decided to be smart.
okay. There's usually recalls rights whenever the company recovers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see. I see. Thank you so much. Okay, get your commercial driver's license and change your life.
There we go. There we go. The open road.
Hey guys, just check out the super chat that I sent. I haven't
Let's see.
seen.
I don't see it.
Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see from the comments because if I didn't see it,
Oh, there we go.
my bad. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for your super chat. There is a
Thank you,
video
brother.
of a group of high school boys cheating.
Chanting.
Cheat? Is that right?
Chanting. I mean,
Okay.
shouting.
Oh, okay. My bad. We are passport bros and get your passport at the
I
basketball
saw
game.
that video. I saw that video. Yep.
Um,
Because I saw that you mentioned it last night.
yeah, the word is beautiful.
It's a
Enjoying
beautiful
it.
world. We're so excited.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah, I'm working on getting my class
Hey.
A. Okay, my class A. Also, I have my class B, and I just getting my at my bad. Once I get that along with my class A, I'm gone.
I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you. Get all your driver's license.
Yeah,
Driving the big trucks.
yeah, you guys. So that was it. Basically, the topic for tonight.
Yeah, that was our topic for tonight. Things that you would definitely wish you knew before you moved to any part of the world. I'm telling you, the last one holds true. All of them hold true, but the last one holds true for me and others. And I kid you not, I've told this story before. I was in the States watching a YouTube video, and I traveled, but I was watching a YouTube video of three dudes just sitting there, just relaxing, just having a drink and everything. And one guy, the host of the YouTube channel, he said, "Do you guys see yourselves ever moving back to the States?" I think these guys were in Bali or Thailand or Philippines, out in that area. And they were like, "No, I'll never move back to the United States." And I said this before. My brain at that time period, because I was so programmed in the United States, I couldn't calculate. Even though I travel, I really couldn't calculate somebody saying I would never live in the United States again. I was trying my best to I rewind it, and I'm trying my best to wrap I'm a thinker, so I'm trying my best to wrap my mind around what these brothers were saying. They were just being straightforward. And I was like, how can anybody not want to live in the United States? That's crazy talk. That's what I'm telling myself.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, I would never live in the United States again. I could not see my. Oh hell no!
Well, I mean, one thing is I learned this in life: never say never.
Oh, I say never. I say
No,
don't
I
even
know.
pretend.
No. Wait a second, because life is constantly changing. I'm not saying that we move it, but for example, perfect example.
I'll
Let's
have
say
a
that
son.
Andrea say, I will never going live in Colombia. Something can happen with family or something,
I ain't got no
and
family that close to me. The ones that I love,
and I
I
need
wait
to
until they
stay for a
passed
couple
on.
months. I'm not saying that you're gonna leave permanent, but say you need to stay for a couple months. And you see, Dre.
I ain't got nothing like the closest I got is my brother and sister. And when I was living in Florida, they ain't come see me. They ain't come visit me. The only time they did come in 14 years of living in Florida. Now, if you got a family member living in Florida and you ain't got to go nowhere but to fly down, you got a
Like
place to
my
stay.
family, my
Right,
grandma get pissed when nobody's gonna visit her.
right. So ain't
My
nobody
grandma's
visit me
going.
except Jeffrey. Jeffrey moving here. My sister came down one time, but she came to Orlando. So me and Jeffrey had to go to Orlando just to see my sister in 14 years. Nah, bro, I ain't got no family
So
members.
you didn't say your sister in 14 years, right?
14 years we didn't see anybody except for when I went to see them. That's my point. I went to see them, but nobody ever came down to see me and
14
Jeffrey.
years. I mean, in my family, if we are in the same country, the last is maybe 1 year, 1.5,
You
maybe.
see how
But
she
we are,
understand in American families? Yeah. Like
yeah.
I didn't say I didn't see Candy in 14 years. I said nobody came down to
Oh,
see us.
okay. I thought
So
that
we were
didn't you
flying
didn't see
up to
her.
see people, but nobody was coming down to see us. So when it comes to the United States, yeah, your boy ain't got no ties like that. I got people I love, I got friends, I got family. But as far as living, what if somebody gets sick? That's what my prayer meetings are for. That's why I pray to the Lord and I make sure that the body's all right and they get their health back. But I'm not about to go. I ain't got one family member that's still alive that I could see myself having my happy butt on a plane in the name of living back in the United States. It's not gonna happen. Ever, never. And the Lord already knows. Even God ain't gonna sit up there and tempt me by saying, but Andre, you see what I'm saying? That's not about to happen. They ain't gonna be able to offer me enough money because I can't get my time back. Nope, 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 nope,
He lives.
nope. I was letting Andrea talk. No, y'all can chop this up and make a YouTube short out of this. Nope. And I love America. America is great, but I'm not understood where those guys were coming from. I kid you not. Understood where those men.
You guys send your photos when you are in the plane. Go to the States. I can do a collage. A collage.
The collage.
You guys look so
So
sad.
sad.
And we,
All the photos we got of you guys when you send pictures going back
like,
to the States, you're in the airport. Today, when I dropped Troy off at the airport, shout out to Troy. Troy was looking like, man, I really don't want to go back here, man. Man, well, I see you, y'all give me the brotherhood hug. I see you when I get back, Dre. I'd be like, yeah, I see you when you come back. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. I don't care. I ain't going. No, no.
okay, Mike Anthony, he
Shout
say,
out, Mike.
I got about 60. Thank you so much, first of all, for your super chat. And he say, I got about 60,000 saved. How can I make it happy moving to Colombia and not trying to run off of cash?
Oh, that's plenty of money. A, B. Uh, if you set your budget up,
I mean, only you can put that money to working, of course, in investment. But here in Colombia, if you, I'm not saying that you're gonna die for food or something,
mhm,
but a really nice budget. Let's make it around. It will be around 1,200 maybe
mhm.
for
I
one person
per month, one
per
thousand two
month.
hundred a month.
Per month
So, and I'm
depends.
talking about living good, comfortable.
Yeah, depends the city. Every city in Colombia got different cost of living. Medellin, the red meat Medellin is really expensive compared to Cali. I saw that because my grandma is living between Cali and Medellin. So she say it's more
Forty
expensive over there.
percent,
It's more
40%
expensive
more expensive to live in Medellin than to live
than
in
Cali.
Cali
And
for the
Bogota
same stuff.
is expensive
Oh,
too.
Bogota, yeah.
Cartagena is expensive too. So every city in Colombia is different.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
one
especially if you have monthly money coming in. Because I kid you not, 60,000. I'm gonna be honest with you. 60,000 will last you if you divide that by 12 a year. That'll last. And I'm talking about living really comfortable. Uh, and I talk about penny pinching. That will last you about what 5 or 6 years. So you got to ask yourself, okay, what monies am I going to be having coming in if I'm going to be on this planet another 20 years? That's the question that you have to ask
Mhm.
yourself.
Yeah, he said really nice. Yeah, that's what I said. Start there for 3 months
Mm-hmm.
and see. If you
Yep.
got you having a really good time here, you see that this is the country for you. Okay, good. Yeah, that's one of my recommendations when it comes to relocate. Go to El Eje Cafetero. I love the coffee. We love the coffee region
Oh
in
yeah.
Colombia. It's really
Oh yeah.
nice. It's really, really nice. Yeah. He said Armenia, Manizales, and Pereira are cheap. Yeah, because they're not the most important cities in Colombia when it comes to people's always going to Medellin immediately. But yeah, these cities are great.
Yeah, nice sizes too. They're not really small cities. So even though they're not the most famous, remember I mentioned that here in Colombia, Manizales is the college town. So it's got
Exactly.
like five, 4 or 5 universities,
Exactly. But there are hill cities.
like El Poblado and Medellin.
I see. Medellin is in a whole.
Hmm. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
I feel like everybody's watching me. Is that
Medellin is
weird?
like in a donut hole. Yeah,
Exactly. Money lines. He say, I'm moving out on my apartment March 1st. That's good. That's good,
that's
chick.
what's up.
And I will be leaving the United States in May.
Congratulations. Where do you think you might want to go? Let us know.
Okay. Medellin, you need 1,005 or $2,000.
True. I can
And
see
I
that.
think $2,000 is too much money because the dollar
Especially in
price.
Colombia.
It will be 8 millones de pesos. That's too much money. So that's what I said. 1,000 something will be good for you. Okay, yeah. The check me before coming to Colombia and when you
And when
leaving
you leave,
is really
yes,
important.
make sure you do that checkmate at least 72 hours before you leave. That's you click on that, which Gail just posted,
Oh,
and you guys will be able to get your checkmate that you'll need 72 hours before you come to Colombia, 72 hours before you leave Colombia. And yes, if you do not have a you didn't get the you didn't get the shots, then you need to get a PCR exam still coming to Colombia.
mm-hmm. He said no Armenia. Well, the places that we have been in Armenia twice, and we always got the heels. Always. So maybe it's like coming to Cali. Cali got some hills, but more in the west part. We got
Right,
hills in the
right.
west part. El Peñón, San Antonio, all that area with the Intercontinental Hotel. There's all hills, and then Cali is flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that. Okay. He said Dominican Republic first, then Colombia, and then Brazil.
Good choices, brother.
So he's making like, okay, let's see.
Let's see. Yep.
Let's
Let's
see what
see.
is the
That's
best
good.
the
That's a
best
good
for you.
move. Hmm.
Um okay, also if you don't receive an email or it freezes, don't worry, just let the immigration know about it. Yeah, that some yeah, sometimes the page of migration doesn't work or something's going on. You can put your information and they say if and they say your information is already done or your phone is already done, take a screenshot and show to the people in immigration because they can if you don't have it in your email they can see on the system because that
Yeah.
happens to Dre when
When
we
we're in
come to
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah, they can see in the
Yeah. And
system.
we're talking about when you do the checkmate form.
Uh
So if
huh.
you do the form and it freezes on you, don't trip. Just and you don't get the email. Before you even get to your email, just make sure you just do a screenshot when you're finished with your cell phone. And then if it shows up your email, cool. But if it doesn't, at least you got a screenshot with your phone.
Yeah, African wolves, el lobo africano. That's what we said. We can okay. We can take a PCR test to enter, and we need no. They're not asking for anything.
They're
Just
not asking for the PCR?
no, they're not asking for the PCR
I,
for entry to Colombia. No, because my auntie didn't need
wow.
one of those. No,
Okay. And now we know.
and now for go to Europe, I don't think. Well, we need to check it because she's Europe.
She coming from Europe.
No, and she got the Italian passport, so they're different between citizens. So
Ah, so
we need
yeah.
to check that. But yeah,
Cause I know a dude, Marcus. He just came down here 3 months ago from Mexico, and he had to have a PCR test.
well, my auntie didn't have. They
Wow,
didn't ask for that.
I want to have to research to find out for
Yeah,
sure. Okay, EBN
always.
says no PCR.
Okay,
Okay, you guys might be right. Cool.
but check it because then you're gonna see this video in 3 months. I don't need any. No, just check it. Yeah, seriously, update that information. Okay. Andrea walked me up to the hill to Cristo, a hill to Cristo Rey, and I almost passed out. But I play off. He wouldn't. No.
They're actually building steps in the stage and all
Mm.
type of stuff for Crystal Ray. It's been shut down. For the he talking about the giant statue of Christ that they got one in Brazil, they got one here in Cali, right? The same statue. It's just not as big, but it's still big. And so we walked up the hill. Like when you park your car, you still got a little ways to walk, and it's straight uphill to get to the
Mm-hmm.
statue. So I know exactly what he's talking about because every time I've walked it, I was like, yeah.
Okay, Canada just dropped all their restrictions a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Another one, he say, check me didn't send me an email and I didn't think to a screenshot. Definitely a screenshot because the website sucks. Yeah, that happens a lot. Is the app. So it cost me a day off my Carta. It cost me a day off my Cartagena trip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the pay sometimes. So that's why you need to prove. But another thing, sometimes when you are, for example, when we coming from Cuba, we need to have it. If we didn't have it, they don't allow us to go to the plane. So that's why we just
The check
immediately
mig.
do the check me. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta even if you don't have a PCR, you gotta do the check mig no matter what.
hmm Okay, you guys. So that was the topic for tonight,
Yep.
Sunday,
All right, we're about to wind down. Enjoy the rest of the night. Relax. We're gonna let you
and
guys relax.
relax.
We're gonna be back on Wednesday
Wednesday. Yeah, this month is almost over.
already. 1 month down, only 11 months left in 2023. What are you gonna do with it, guys? That's the question. 11 months left. What are you gonna do with it?
Yes,
So
sir.
hopefully we were able to help you out with the information in which we shared with you guys. Thank you guys for being patient with us with the new equipment. We're going to get all the bugs out of it as we progress. But once again, my name is Andre,
My name is Andrea.
and we are
Love
Love
crossing
Crossing
borders.
Borders. We'll speak to you guys later. You have a great, great evening. Thank you for the super chats, subscribing, clicking the like button if you haven't done it yet. We appreciate that. Oh, yeah. We out of here.